From Amateur Radio Newsline Report number 2437, this is Ham Nation Headlines for Wednesday, July 17th, 2024. Our top story is Hurricane Beryl, the powerful and destructive storm that raged in the Caribbean and parts of the southern U.S. states. Hams continue to play a role in emergency communications.
Hurricane Beryl, the second named storm for this year in the Atlantic, is now only a remnant of a storm, but its 8-day impact left a wake of destruction and deaths with 3 different landfalls. After Beryl landed on the Texas coast near Matagorda as a Category 1 storm, it created havoc, especially in the city of Houston, Texas, where over 2 million homes and businesses were left without power for more than a day. Bobby Graves, KB5HAV, net manager of the Hurricane WatchNet, told AR Newsline that just because a hurricane finally arrives at a large landmass, that does not mean that we can drop our guard. He went on to say, quote, "Tropical systems can cause major inland flooding and spin up tornadoes. Remember, Hurricane Ivan in 2004 was responsible for nearly 130 tornadoes from Florida to Pennsylvania," end quote. This is Randy Sly, W4XJ.
Between an eclipse in the spring and then flares and storms a few weeks ago, the sun has been getting a lot of attention lately. Now, the moon is getting its day, at least in Texas.
The Frontiers of Flight Museum in Dallas is once again marking Moon Day on the 20th of July, a date to celebrate the anniversary of the Apollo 11 mission's landing on the moon. According to the schedule of events, the moon will have its day in the sun at last through a variety of presentations. The Dallas Amateur Radio Club will show how hams communicate via EME or moon bounce, and AMSAT ambassadors will be present to demonstrate what radio communication is like through amateur satellites. The keynote speaker will be former NASA astronaut Gregory Johnson, whose experience piloting early space shuttle flights contributed toward the construction of the International Space Station. The 6-hour program is considered the year's largest space-related event in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. This is Travis Lisk and 3 ILS.
If you spend a bit of time on 6 meters or even 2 meters, the next few weeks should bring you the promise of good things, courtesy of some meteor showers, specifically from the comet Swift-Tuttle.
They're called the Perseids meteor showers, and this year they are dusting the skies with tiny particles, ionizing the E layer of the ionosphere starting in mid-July. That means sometime between July 17th and the 24th of August, you may reap the benefits of meteor scatter. Many hams consider this the biggest moment of the year for meteor scatter, bringing the possibility of VHF contacts that can extend as far as 2,000 kilometers or not quite 1,250 miles for those setting their alarm clocks to rise before dawn. The peak dates for these contacts will come on the 12th and 13th of August. According to the website space.com, this phenomena, enjoyed by so many amateur radio operators, is the legacy of the comet Swift-Tuttle, which has not been close to Earth since 1992. Our planet, however, passes through the debris the comet left behind, and the result are these lively meteor showers. Although there are lots of fans of astrophotography who enjoy capturing brilliant images, we amateurs hope, of course, that all that debris may help us put together some interesting QSOs. This is Kent Peterson, KC0DGY.
And that's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline, your independent source for amateur radio news since 1976 at arnewsline.org. With Randy Sly, W4XJ, Travis Lisk, N3ILS, Kent Peterson, KC0DGY, Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team across the globe. I'm Don Wellbanks, AE5DW. 7-3. We'll see you next time here on Ham Nation.